Okay, so let's now continue plate 2, no? So I'm done with this figure, this one. Now let's try to continue plate 2 by taking the drawing from this figure, no? So again, imagine or study the plan. Okay, so at what reference or what, at what reference are you going to start the drawing? So what I will do is I will start from this one, from this line, okay, until I'm in turn counterclockwise. So let's go with CAD. Okay, so I will just go with my intermediate line again, and then come up with line, and then specify first point, any point here. Okay, so and then ortho, then just kindly just drag that one. That is just a reference. Okay, so from here going here is a 44, and then going there is a 44, and then 713, no? At the end, 713 followed by 700, and then the radius is 250 here, so 661 minus 250 is 411. Okay, so let's try to draw it first. Okay, so O for offset, and then 44 offset. Okay, and then another, and then enter to skip the command, and then go with line again, and then going down, my ortho is on, you have 413, and then going to the right 700, and then going down. Okay, so I repeat, 250 minus 661 would be 411, so I will do that as 411. Okay, and then going to the right, what is to the right? So 250 radius, so the diameter is 500. Okay, and then going back as 411. Okay, and then on this portion, this is 45 degree, no? So this is under 45 degrees if you try to measure. So 1000, and then 45 degree 1000. Okay, so I'll go with my ortho polar tracking, and then we'll go with 45. Check your angle to be 45. Type 1000, and then another there being 1000. Okay, so what's next? So I'll offset this one, this length, the 1000, to an offset distance of 207. Okay, or I can continue, no? So I will create a line here, and then offset that one by 400. So I can do that. Okay, so I will just create a merely line, not ortho. I'll go with polar, 45 degree. Okay, so it's 45 degree, just the same. Just simply here, no? And then offset that one by 400. Okay, so 400, and then this one is 550. Okay, so double enter, so 550 is the distance there, and then I'll offset this one, this length, to 207. Okay, so offset by 207, enter, and then I will just kindly, this is 550 a while ago, no? So I will just extend this one for me to extend this line, the one that offsetted to 207. Okay, so I will just merely drag it here following the green lines. Okay, EX for extend, select this one, enter, and then select the object to be offsetted, extended. O for offset again, and then you go with 300, offset this one on that portion, and then try to trim this one, TR, double enter. Ayan, so nabubuo na. And then all this portion, you have 707, no? So 707. Okay, so let's do that, and then apply probably chamfer and fillet. Offset by 707, so select that one going there, and then the commands that you're going to use, no, in order to satisfy these commands are fillet and then chamfer. So F for fillet, and then CH for chamfer here. Okay, so fillet is a rounded corner, and then while chamfer is an angled edge formed between two intersecting objects. Okay, so let's apply fillet here, no? F for fillet. What I do here for this one, for these two parallel lines, okay, F for fillet, enter, and then there's an option here for radius. So if I have this case, no, two parallel lines, and the specs is not given, so automatic I can put the radius as 0, enter, select this object, and then select that object. Okay, so this is now a rounded edge. Oh, this is too much. No, I think this is too much. Let me check this one. Yeah, it's 700 DLI. Oh no, so this should be 713, no? So offset 713. This one. So let's try to move this one out. I committed an error or mistake. I will just move, put it here. Okay, and then create a line, and that should be 713. Okay, so trim this one out. You don't need this one. TR, double enter. Okay, so I'm done with fillet on this portion, and then how about this portion here? You have a 45-degree angle. Okay, so what I need to do is not the 713 being my reference. I referenced my chamfer with this length. Half of this length is 350. Okay, so CHA for chamfer, and then there is an angle. So because the angle is given there, angle, and then specify the chamfer length for the first line. So I will put that one as 350. Okay, and then 45, no? Specify chamfer angle from the first line being 45. Okay, select this one, and then select the second line. That would be 45. Okay, now the next one, okay, is to come up with this fillet. The radius is 400. Okay, so what you do is try to come up with a parallel lines, no? or in perpendicular lines, no? So I have here a perpendicular line to this line, so you need a 90-degree intersection. So fillet, and then radius of 400, and then select this first line and then put it there. Okay, and then trim the unnecessary things that you don't need. Okay, and this one, so this one I don't need this one anymore, and then you go here, no? So this is 550, and then the radius is 150 for this method. Okay, so I will hit F for fillet, and then again the radius, tick on radius, and then the radius being 150. Okay, so type 150 because the diameter here is 300. So select this object, that is so fillet, and then radius of 150. Select this object, or you select this object first, so it's up to you, and then select that one, enter. Okay, so I will offset this one by a 44 twice, no? So offset by 44, and then okay. Now notice that this point here should be aligned there, no? No, this should be aligned, no? So trying to align that one there. Okay, so this is what you do. Come up with a line. This is a 45-degree, na? And then extend these two lines, EX, enter, select the boundary, select the object to be extended, and then come up with a fillet of radius of 0. Okay, enter, select, and then there. So this is the case of this drawing, no? If you try to take a look, this one is this is not aligned to that tip. Okay, so if you want to align that one on the tip, okay, so you just move this fillet, put it there. Okay, and then trim. Okay, and then delete those objects that you don't need. Okay, so the radius of this fillet is 60. So you go with the F for radius, F for fillet, and then the radius, tick on radius, and then 60. Okay, so select this one, select it there. And then I know the distance of this one to this one being 44, so I can offset this one by 44. O for offset, and then 44 again. Ayan. Okay, and then trim those unnecessary objects or lines that you don't need on the drawing. Okay, so select this one and then E for erase. There. So I'm done with the figure. So what I do is I will do is I will put this one. I will join this one together. The main elements. J for join. Okay, so that is one object already, and then put that one to border. Okay, so I'm not yet done. I will go now with this circle. So how did we arrive at the circle? There is a special command. This circle here is, I think, that is tangent here, and then that is tangent there. So you command C for circle, and then specify center point. I do not have the center point, but there is an option for 3 point, 2 point, and then the TTR, the tangent, tangent, and then radius. So I will click on this one. Okay, notice if I will hover my mouse on this line, there is a tangent symbol, the circle, and then the line, and then somewhere here a circle and then a tangent line. So you just click on this one, this side or this side, both. Either you choose here first or you choose it there first. I will just go here, point, and then tick, and then radius being 400. Okay, so I will now trim this object here, and then this one is intermediate line. This one is under intermediate line, so I don't need the intermediate line because this has a thickness of 0.18. So I can probably use the reference line as 0.05. So gusto ko ng manipis. Manipis lang ba? So you can join this one just the same. If can be joined, yeah. Then select that one, then go to reference line. Okay. So I'm done with the drawing. Now what else do we need there? Of course the dash line. What else? Okay, no more. So the dash line, I will just come up with intersecting lines here, and then put this one to layer dash. Okay, and then trim, double enter. Okay, and then take a look at the scale. The scale of this drawing is 1:25. You go with plate 02 of your layout. Okay, and then go with your MV for viewport. MV. Then select this one. Click on this portion, and then double click inside for you to be on the viewport, and then just magnify a little bit. And then you go with 1:25. Okay, so let's try to recheck. That is 1:25. Okay, double click inside. Now I cannot see the dash line again. So I can type REG for regenerate all, if that can be updated. Regenerate all. There. So I don't need to have the LTS. Okay. Now let's go with your dimensioning. I will go with dim for my dimensioning. So you just need to follow. Those are in dots. So go with the dim style manager, type D, enter, and then the dot, set correct, and then close. I forgot this one. You go to the model, fillet, and then radius of 250. Okay, so that one going there. This one is joined, so I will explode. I will just explode this one. Then fillet of radius of 250. Yeah. Then delete this one. Okay, so and then join again this one. G4 join. Okay, so you have E2 there. Let's go with dimension a layer, and then the dim style, you have the D dot for your annotation, set current, and then close. Just follow what it looks like. Okay, so DLI, you come here and then go there. That's 713, and then again, this is an angle, so later I will put that one to an arrow. Okay, so another DLI from this point going here, that is 700. Okay, and then DLI from this point to that point, you have 661. And then what else? Okay, DLI on this portion, so that's 44. That's 1000. The DAL, this is align, DAL, and then double enter. Just put it there. And then okay, and then double enter again, put it there, and then DCO, just put it there. So 400, and then try to check that if that one is 47.3, no, later. So double enter, DAL, enter, double enter, ayan, and then double enter again, then you have this one. Okay, so I'm already done with my dimensioning. Okay, so you go now to the dot, no? The dimension for arrow. I mean to say, no. So set current and then close, and then done. Put it there. Ayaw nito ah. You go there. Done. Okay, so that is under 45 degree. Then draw. Select this one here. Okay. Then what else? You have draw. Okay. Draw for this one. It's 400. Draw. Okay, so konti lang dapat yan eh. And then the same. 150. Okay, so you can just position, no, this one to any angle you want, and you are done. Okay, so what else? This one, let's try to check if this is under. I forgot this line. Okay, so I forgot that line. I will go with the model and then come up with the line at a 45 degree, no? There, and then just hit this one probably, no? And then trim that one. Let's try to check that one here. Okay, DAL for align. DAL. Oh, it's not aligned. DAL. Let me get it here. There, 47.3. Okay, so you go here again. You go at your model and then change this layer to this one. Okay, so let's try to plot this one if that's the same. Of course, you need to update the scaling. Okay, 1:40, and then let's try to plot. Control plot. Continue to plot as a single sheet, and then layout. Okay, so kagandahan nito kung na-set up mo na layout lang, no? Monochrome, no? Then I will hit OK. Okay, so desktop and then CAD. Saan yun yung CAD? And then plate 2. Okay, plate 2. Then save. Okay, so that's it. This is now figure 1, then this is figure 2. You're done already with your plate 2. Okay, so the next video will be discussing how to draw plate 103.